Good morning. I hope you guys are having an awesome morning so far, doing whatever it is you are doing. Welcome to the day with me. It is currently, I have no idea because I'm not wearing my watch. It is nice and bright, it is nice and cool out here in Arizona. It is the changing of the seasons, which is always a great time. That I've been getting a lot of questions on how to stay healthy, how to stay happy, how to stay motivated during the holiday season. So I thought I'd put this video together for you guys really quick just to give you a little bit of insight. The 5 main things that I really think about this time of season to, look my best, feel my best, perform my best, and ultimately just have a good life through the holidays. I feel like the holiday seasons can be very depressing for a lot of people, or they feel like they have to go inward inside themselves and not come out better over the new year. And I'd rather be progressive than reactive later on. So, start out on a good note. Instead of going into the new year and saying, hey, I'm gonna fix everything after this, let's just go into it strong. So this video is just gonna highlight 5 of the things that I think everybody should really kind of be focusing on during this holiday season to ultimately come out better in the end. I believe that the first part of all this is gonna be nutrition, because if you don't have your body right, the rest of you just isn't gonna perform correctly. I always recommend 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, but if the doctor tells you to do otherwise, do what your doctor says, but that is just my general recommendation for everybody. Carbs aren't bad, fats aren't bad, you just have to have a balance. Try to stay away from the sugars as much as you can and get whole foods. I think all of us know this at this point, so go with your intuition. Stop pretending like you don't know what to do with your body. If you're eating too much, you're eating too much. If you're eating too little, you're eating too little. If you're not gaining weight, eat some more food. If you're gaining too much weight, cut the food down. Understand your portion sizes, understand what you're putting in your body. Also understand that it's not just about macronutrients, it's about micronutrients too. So like I said, whole foods, dense foods that have micronutrients and macronutrients that'll keep you the healthiest version of yourself. During this time of year, obviously you have a lot of drinks, you have a lot of cookies, you have, grandma's cooking, you have all these giant feasts and banquets and all this stuff. So you have to find out a strategy that works for you. For myself, for instance, I eat clean 99% of the time. I always cook all of my own foods. I don't really go out unless I have an event. And ultimately, I just know what's going into my body. I weigh and I track basically everything that I put in my body so that when I have one of these events that I'm gonna go out to, I know I can splurge on it. I can have some fun. I can have an extra plate of food. I can enjoy a banquet feast and not wake up the next day feeling miserable and, hate myself. I just backtrack now, and I've got now 2 weeks that I have to put in to get myself back to base level. And normally on those days of giant banquets and feasts, we know they're coming. And so what I'll do is the day before, I'll eat a little bit less than I normally would, and then I'll go and I'll fast as long as I possibly can the day of the event. And then I'll eat, I'll enjoy my meal, I'll enjoy my desserts, I'll enjoy whatever I want to do. I will probably be in a calorie surplus that day, but because I did not eat that much the day before, I have some calories to play with. And then the day afterwards, I'll do the same thing that I did the day before. I'll eat light. I'll just kind of generally go through, try to hit my protein goal. And that's all I'm really aiming for, is my protein goal and staying under my calories. And so that's basically just gonna keep you in that calorie, either maintenance phase, or it's gonna keep you in that calorie deficit. Or if you are trying to bulk and put on size, then this doesn't apply to you. Obviously still have control of yourself, but you can eat a little bit more and enjoy yourself. So it kind of comes down to your goals this time of year with nutrition. What is your goal? Go over the strategy and understand there's no right and there's no wrong. But you have to be real with yourself and understand there's gonna be repercussions, good or bad, after the events. So have a plan, have a structure, go into it and succeed. So this next one is extremely important to me because it's all about style and fashion. And I believe everybody this time of year should be, stretching their style and stretching their fashion a little bit. Just because there's so many different things you can do in the fall season and the winter season, just because it's a little cooler out. So you can mess around with layers, you can mess around with coats, longer pants. You can really have fun and just let your imagination go wild. And that's the fun part about fashion, is it's all about experimentation and seeing what works for you. If you're just the guy who's always wearing jeans, grab a pair of trousers, grab a pair of joggers, and just try them out. See what happens, There's nothing wrong with experimenting with your style a little bit. And this time of season, like I said, is the perfect time to do it. So grab yourself the essentials. Grab yourself some basic t-shirts. You guys know I'm a Cuts fan. I'm a fan of all of their products. And this time of year, they are unleashing a ton of new overlayers and a ton of new things that I know that you guys are going to enjoy as much as I do. So I always just start with the basics. Start with a t-shirt. This is a crew curve from Cuts, and a pair of joggers, pair of shoes in whatever kind you want. I'll be actually doing dress shoes a lot this year just because it's a cool little different style that I picked up and I'm actually a big fan of it. So like I said, experiment a little bit, but then it goes into the overlayers. And 2 of the overlayers I've been absolutely obsessed with this season are the new Sherpa from Cuts. I just think this thing is extremely warm. This one is one of those ones that I wear at night because here in Arizona, it's still kind of warm during the day. You're still in those 70s, 80s, so it's kind of hard to rock it. I think when you think Sherpa, you think, just zip it up, keep warm. But I think you can style this in so many different ways. Use it as an overlayer, put it over a long sleeve shirt, put it over a dress shirt if you're gonna be going out, and it ultimately just gives your style a little bit more of a pick-me-up. So I'm definitely a fan of the Sherpa, but my second favorite option, if I'm going to be going with one during the day, is their puffer vest. So the puffer vest just gives you a little bit more of a pop and a style. So as you can see, this is just a very basic style. It looks great, but if you want that little bit extra, you just throw this guy on and it changes the outfit entirely. As you can see, it just gives it a little bit more depth. It's not crazy, it's not out there, it's not going to draw a ton of attention and be like, wow, that's weird, but it really brings it all together. And I think that's a huge thing that people miss, is they think they have to go crazy with their overlays, they think they have to go crazy with their outfits this time of season. It's like, no, grab one piece and work your way into it. It's up to you to find your style, and this time of season is the perfect time to do it. If you guys are looking for some new styles or a new way to dress yourself this season, try on some cuts. This is what I'm wearing, but you know, there are so many different styles you can find. Check them out, grab yourself some new clothes this season, and really experiment. And I want you guys to tag me in what you're trying this season, because I want to see how you're stepping out of your element and ultimately becoming the best version of yourself. So going right along with fashion is grooming. You have to be taking care of your outward appearance, not just in your fashion sense, but you know, your skin health, your hair health, your beard health, whatever it may be, everything has to go together. Because if first you're going to be taking care of your nutrition, you're going to be feeling your best, you're going to be fueling your body to perform its best, and then you're moving on to your fashion sense where you're really increasing your style and your outward appearance. When people get close to you, your grooming has to be in check. You have to be taking care of your smile, brushing your teeth, taking care of your oral hygiene, smelling your best, you know, taking care of your skin health, making sure that you're exfoliating with great products, and then using moisturizers and lotions to keep your skin nice and smooth because it's dry this time of year. So really focusing on your skin and your overall hygiene is critical. And this time of year, if you're a guy like me, you want to have a nice full beard or a mustache, or sometimes we even let our body hair get a little bit out of control, and that's okay, but you need to keep it tamed. So for myself, for instance, I like to grow a beard, but I know that I have to keep it shaped and keep it lined up to make myself look perfect. And also, I'm not the kind of guy who likes my body hair getting out of control. And luckily, we have companies like today's sponsor that's gonna help you out with that.
This came early this year, and I just got gifted the brand new Platinum Package 4.0 from Manscaped. Let's check it out. Well, this video is brought to you by Manscaped. So your jingle balls are about to thank you, because Manscaped just released their new Lawnmower 4.0, and you're gonna love it. You know, with its skin-safe technology, whether you're shaving that Santa-sized beard or that Grinch hair down there, you're gonna be covered head to toe. And let's say you have some leftover snowflakes in the cave. Get in there with the Weed Whacker nose and ear trimmer, and I promise you, you're gonna be clean and whistling all winter long. And maybe you just need a quick stocking stuffer. Well, all of their deodorant products are gonna have you covered. Everything from their underarm stick deodorant to their crop preserver anti-chafing ball deodorant. And why not throw in that crop preserver toner? I mean, who even knew that ball deodorant was a thing? But luckily, I got Santa watching my back. That sounds weird. So he knows when I'm sleeping, he knows when I'm awake, and apparently he knows when I'm showering too, which is kind of weird, but he sent me some awesome shampoo and conditioner as well. So let's just face it, ladies, if you want your man to be on the nice list this year, you really need to get him some Manscaped. And for a limited time, you're gonna get 2 free gifts coming down the chimney. You're gonna get the Shed travel bag, along with their premium boxers. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Manscaped right now, use my code SCOTTYSTYLE, save yourself 20% and get free shipping. What are you waiting for? Get over there and enjoy the holiday season.
So I realized while I was editing some of those clips that I'm basically blown out, as you can see in those original clips, because nobody's here right now, and I have nobody to check the screen and tell me if I am overexposed, underexposed, in frame, out of frame, focused on. The next point of being the absolute best you possibly can during this time of season is you have to keep moving. You have to get to the gym. You have to keep your goals in mind. You know, I feel like too many of us this time of season, you know, it gets nice and cool out and it gets cozy, it gets comfy. You just want to lay on the couch and you don't want to move. But you have to keep going. You have to get to the gym. You don't have to go every single day. Try to get in there 3 days a week. Focus on your compound movements and then your accessory movements after that. And I promise you, you are going to be just fine. But get up, move. After you eat, go for a walk. Just 15 minutes. It's going to clear your head. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to help with digestion. But that is number 4 on this list. You have to keep moving. So I am all ready to go. I'm going to head to the gym right now, get my lift in. Alrighty, so we are officially back from the gym. Hopefully you can see me. Hopefully it's not too blown out. We're currently standing on my roof watching the sunset, and it's absolutely unreal. I'll probably call the video here, but we're gonna finish it off with number 5. You have to find a way to be grateful. And that can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people, but what I really mean is you have to get your mental game strong. This time of year, it can be very, very depressing for a lot of people because they don't have their families or they don't have friends around, or, you know, they're stuck, you know, by themselves for the holidays. And, you know, you have to get your mental game right in any aspect of life, but especially this time of year where we're not outside, we're not moving a lot, we're not getting, you know, the vitamin D that we need. You really need to have a mental game that's very, very tough. And You know, be okay with asking for help. Be okay with telling people like you're just upset or you're depressed, or, you know, maybe this time of year is just hard for you, and opening up to your friends or opening up to your family and saying, hey, I just need a little extra support right now. There is nothing wrong with doing that. But you have to get your mental game right, guys. This time of year, it is so important to really like understand that it's okay to not be okay. And I've read so many studies now that the holidays are actually one of the most depressing times of the year for people, which is so unfortunate and so weird to think about because it's such a joyous time for myself and my friends and my family. I know it can be tough, I know it can be hard, and I'm not going to take away from that, but you have to find ways of getting around it. And I think the number one way is to give back to somebody. And you know, no matter what that means, you know, if that's giving to charity, if that's donating your time, donating a little bit of time or doing something like that to get your mental game right is always a good idea. So guys, that's where I'm gonna wrap up this video. Number 5, make sure that you get your mental game strong this season. You know, practice giving, practice gratitude, and I think you're gonna be extremely happy with your results. So where did we start today? We started with nutrition, then we went into fashion, then we went into grooming, then we went into moving your body, and now we end with your mental state. So guys, get all of these things in place, and I promise you, you are going to be set up for an awesome holiday season. It is a great life, and there are no bad days. Guys, have an awesome night. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit today, and until I see you again, we'll talk soon. You!